Hello everyone, welcome to today's live stream. Thank you all for being here for the second live stream of my channel. And yeah, if you guys don't know what I'm doing today, then I'm going to be playing in this Lichess Swiss tournament, where there's 5 rounds, 15 with 0-second increment. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, we get the black pieces for the first game. Let's see what my opponent plays here. E4 or D4 or something else. He has 2 seconds to make a move before he starts going down on time. Okay, he does go ahead and play E4. Let's go ahead with C6, the Caro-Kann defense. I haven't really learned too many new openings yet, so we'll just play what I'm most comfortable with. If you're a returning viewer, you know that I play this like every single time. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play it again. But I am learning some more openings on Chess Reps and on chess.com, so we will play a new opening soon, and I will probably make a video about it. But for now, we're just developing our pieces. This bishop pinned my knight, so I went a6 to kick it out, and basically forced it either, do you want to take or do you want to retreat? And my opponent does decide to take, so I will take back. And okay, my opponent castled. I want to play e6 to get my bishop out and castle, but that would block this bishop in. So let me go ahead and pin this knight to the queen real quick, and then I will go e6, bishop d6, and castle. If he attacks my bishop, now I could take, and after queen takes back, I could go queen b6 to target the pawn, and bishop e3 is not possible because this will fall. And that looks pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Because after queen b6, yeah, after taking, he's probably gonna have to move the queen back, or at least he can't develop the bishop. He does go ahead and develop the bishop, okay. So this is a free pawn now, I believe. Right, and there's no like rook b1 or anything, because this knight would be free then. So, not sure why he blundered a pawn. Maybe he just didn't see that when the bishop moves, the pawn is hanging, so I can just take. But, yeah. Okay, he goes ahead and plays knight a4, which is a good attempt because he's trying to maybe go here if my queen moves away, and attack my queen, of course. So, I think we will go ahead and play queen to b7, retreat the queen, and I don't want to leave it on b5, for example, because then knight c3 attacks the queen again. And we get bishop to g5, looking to take this knight. For example, if I go e6, then I just lose a pawn right away. So I'm gonna go h6 and attack this bishop. And okay, it does indeed take. If I take with the e pawn, then my king is very open and he can start attacking right away. But is that actually a problem? I can go bishop e7. He can put more pressure. Yeah, that doesn't feel too comfortable. I'm gonna take with the g pawn. But taking with the g pawn is also not the greatest option, because now which way am I gonna castle? Because my king is so exposed. He goes knight c5, attacking my queen. Let's go queen c7. Keep her close to home, but still defending some stuff, and maybe queen a5 later on. I would like to go e6 and target this knight, but then this pawn will be hanging, so we'll see what we can do. I'm not sure I'm gonna go e6 right away. And by the way, there's no chat messages so far, so if you guys want to type something in the chat, then feel free, because I do not get a lot of messages, so I would be very happy to respond to any that I get. I'm thinking queen d6, or maybe e5. Well, e5 takes. This is an interesting position. I could castle this way, but that would just walk into an open file with rook b1, which I'm not very excited about. I could also go queen c8, preparing f5 and then e6. And honestly, since I don't have any other moves right now that I'm looking for, I'm just gonna play it because I don't want to spend too much time here and lose on time or anything like that. So he could go g4 here, but yeah, okay, he decides to move the knight back, probably looking for this fork. I could go rook b8, control the open file, stop the fork. So let's do that. And yeah, I'm looking for f5, e6, and develop this bishop. Or I guess I can develop the bishop this way. But it's not going to really do a whole lot, if you know what I mean. It's just going to look at a bunch of pawns. So I would rather we move it somewhere where it's actually doing something useful. We get knight to c5 again. This pawn is defended, and it can't really move anywhere forward, so I don't know what it's really targeting. But I'm going to go ahead and play f5. Get e5 in, and it would be really useful if I could trade this very, very active knight for my bishop, which is doing nothing except just sitting here looking at this pawn. So, even though bishops are traditionally worth more than knights in most cases, this is one of those cases where it's definitely not, because it's so passive and the knight is really active. Alright, we get rook a to e1. Probably, oh, if I go here, then this is actually a move because the pawn is pinned. So we can't do that. But what can we do? We could bring this rook in. We could also develop the bishop like this and then defend the pawn this way so that if it gets attacked again, then we can actually do something about it. That sounds okay. Let's go with bishop g7. Looking for bishop f6 next move. And let's see what my opponent does. He's probably going to go queen e3, I'm guessing, to target my... Well, if he goes queen e3, I do have e6 then. Is there a sacrifice? No, I just take, and my queen defends, so it's all good. Yeah, we do get queen to e3. Let's see, e6. There's no sacrifice because I just take. And I don't really see any other moves. So, yeah, if my queen were right here, this would actually be a pretty decent sacrifice, because after I take here, king d8, queen d7, here, check, here, check, here, and you can also bring this rook in. It does not look really pleasant for me. But luckily, I do have this queen defending. So, he doesn't have any sacrificing ideas. We get rook to b1, controlling this open file. I can't let him take, because after I take back, I lose this pawn. So I either have to move away, or I have to accept the trade. The problem with accepting is that then he gets something on the open file, but I don't. But after that, I could castle. This sounds kind of crazy, but I could castle because the bishop is actually protecting me quite well. And then I can get this rook into place. So let's do that. And my queen still defends this pawn, so I think it should be okay. Alright, he takes back. Is castling crazy? This might be a crazy move, but my bishop is basically playing the role of a pawn right now. Like, if I could trade this bishop with this pawn, that would be amazing, because then my king would be completely safe behind these pawns, exactly like he is, and this bishop would be more active than it is right now. But, of course, that's not how chess works. We get queen to g3, pinning the bishop to the king, and maybe looking for some sort of these ideas if the queen weren't here, but I don't like the look of that pin, so I think I'm going to go king h7 and get out of it right away. Cause no problems. And in the future, we could go rook g8 and, like, potentially sacrifice, because it attacks the queen, but I'm assuming he'll see that. He's also playing really well for a 12-27. Like, he only lost a pawn on b2 after this fork happened here. And after that, he's been playing really well. So, fair play to my opponent, because he's doing really good so far. I would say he's playing like a 14, 1500 at least. Because he does have a lot of counterplay here. We get rook to b6, targeting this one. Well, I guess and this one, but that's defended. I guess the only way to defend my a5 pawn is to push, but then there is rook here. And I don't see how I defend both of these pawns at the same time, because queen here is a blunder of a queen. So we might just have to give up the pawn. Or we can go rook g8 and bishop d4 like I was saying. Let's try that. Maybe he doesn't see this. If he sees it, he probably just moves the queen away. And then after I push, this goes here. But, okay, he doesn't see it. Wait, does this work? Because, like, if he has any check in the position, like, if this pawn were here, then check and he can pick up the bishop. But I think this works. Because his queen has no more checks, right? Yeah, the only check is, like, to sacrifice the queen for the rook, which would be catastrophic for my opponent. Well, I guess it's a move, because you lose a queen for a rook and a bishop, so it's kind of equal, but, like, I'm gonna have a queen for a knight and a rook, which is great. We get queen to d6, targeting this pawn. Now, I could take another free pawn, but I don't want to get greedy and somehow blunder the game away. So I could also just trade. Well, the problem is after trading, he still can take, and I have no way of defending it. So we'll go ahead and take this free pawn. And I think he's going to take with the rook. Yeah, it makes more sense. Not trading queens. Now I have a few options of where I can go. Here, here. Those are both pretty passive, but then again, I don't have a lot of active options because like all of these are controlled. Sorry for the bad arrows. So maybe just queen d8, eyeing like a5 if we ever need to go there, and also offering a queen trade. There's also, oh wait, whoa, does knight e6 work? Knight e6 might actually work there. So maybe we have to go queen f. Wait, there's still knight e6 though. Oh god. Oh man. I don't know. If he finds it, he finds it. He can have the pawn if he finds knight e6. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna find it though. Because it's kind of hard to see, right? Queen takes, and the knight here, attacking the rook. Oh, maybe he does see it. Oh, maybe he does see it. Oh no. Oh, he goes knight b7 instead, which is not as powerful because now I can't attack the knight. So if he takes my bishop, I take the knight, and we're still up a pawn. Yeah, so knight e6 would have been better because it would be the exact same thing except he also wins a pawn. But luckily he doesn't go for that, and instead takes on b7, or moves to b7. He does have this outside pass pawn, which I have to watch out for, but shouldn't be much of an issue. I can just bring the king, I'm assuming. Alright, let's start marching the king forward. I'm assuming he's gonna, he's gonna bring the king as well. I think he gets there first, but it doesn't actually matter. Because there's no checks. And also, I can push these pawns, so. Like, if he ever pushes a5, then I go here, and there's nothing you can do. What? Oh, is it because if I take, and take, then he has, like, king here? Is that the idea? It might be the idea, I don't know. I'm just gonna solidify my position so that nothing is hanging except, like, pawns down here. And then I'm gonna, because then I'll have more time to run my king forward after taking on a5. I don't know if that made sense or not. I apologize if it didn't make sense. But, yeah, okay, he's going king d3. Surprisingly enough, he can't actually get in anywhere. Because my king controls this, my pawn controls this, and my pawn controls this. I'm going to continue with f6 so that no pawns are hanging except all the way down here at the base of the pawn chain. He goes g4. If I trade, I think I'm fine with that. I could also go F4. Nah, let's just trade. Let's trade. Let's calculate here a minute. Rook takes A5, rook takes A5, king here, king here, king here. Well, if he was king there, I just push. Takes here, there. Yeah, I just queen. Like, he has nothing. So, if he trades rooks here, I'm completely winning. Like, I have too many pawns. Okay, he does in fact trade rooks. So, this should be pretty much over, right? I don't see anything he can do. Because if his king starts marching downwards, then I just push. And if he doesn't do that, yeah, if he like goes there, for example, then I can defend with my king. And yeah, now, do I even care about the spawn? I guess I do. Because if I push, he can also push. But yeah, now we just push and there's nothing you can do. And yeah, it's not a draw. I'm sorry, opponent, but it's not a draw. I'm literally queening in 2 squares and you still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares. So, yeah. Alright, with that, we do in fact win game number 1. Let's go and look at the other games in the tournament, I guess. 4 people won game number 1. Okay. Okay, well, I shouldn't be surprised because draws are pretty unlikely at this level. And there's 12 people in the tournament, so I should expect about 5 to 6 wins. There's still 2 ongoing games. This one looks very decided. Elan against Nikate, and Elan is up 6 points of material. Oh, dang. Well, his rating is a lot more than his opponent's. But I think Nikate's only hope here is stalemate. Rohan, are you streaming this tourney? Yes, I am. Alright, this game just ended as I got here. Okay. Well, let's look at the other game then. Ooh, this one's more interesting. Sorry, this is just funny. This tournament, there's 2 tournaments. Below 1,000 and above 1,000. So, this guy is just above 1,000. He's 1,002. So, I just thought that was funny that he's just above the rating limit, or the rating requirement. Yeah, this is also not really a fair match because 1,400 versus 1,000, but it's more fair than the other one because it's only up 2 points here. Let's look at what happened in the game. D4, knight c6. Isn't there just d5? I've never seen this before. Okay. Alright. No comment. We're just going through the game. Wow, a lot of tension. Look at all this tension. There's this tension, this tension, this tension, this tension. There's so much tension here. And everybody just trades off everything. Oh, wow. That's a nice tactic. Bishop takes on h7 and then take. Wow, look at these tactics. You can't take because the queen. This is, oh. Never mind. Okay, that's how you lost a piece. Alright. So this is definitely winning for El Paso. But we'll see what's happening. We'll see what happens. So we do have 5 wins right now, right? Yeah, there's 5 wins. I'm 4th place, unfortunately. And if you guys don't know why, it's because the 1st place person beat a 1527. The 2nd place person beat a 1337. The 3rd place person beat a 1284. And I beat a 1227. And the 5th place person beat a 1062. See the pattern? Yeah, that's right. If you win against someone who's higher rated, then you go higher up. But they only do that for like the 1st round, I think. Because nobody has any tiebreak. But after that, they use the tiebreak system. Which is kind of complex, but not really. Oh, we have 5 people watching. Can you guys please comment? We need someone to comment. I want at least one comment on this live stream. Come on, there's 5 of you. Someone has to comment. Anyways, El Possum is thinking a lot here. I think the idea is bishop e4. Yeah, it's pretty easily stopped though. The idea was bishop e4 attacking the queen and running checkmate, so you can't take the rook because then queen here. But yeah, queen f3 just stops it. And now you can probably just like win the bishop. Like rook d1, queen here, just trade. And then go rook c1, rook c3, win the bishop, or maybe trade if he like goes there. Take. Yeah. I wouldn't say this is too hard to convert. Let's go! A hi in chat! Finally, okay. I was waiting a long time there for someone to comment. But hello, Billy Bob Q9J. Nice to see you. Yeah, this game is almost over. I think we're really close. Just rook d1? Yes. I think this is the only way to defend it, which is just trading off queens. Or I guess there's this. But then you just go here and then there. And yeah, this game should be over pretty soon. Hello, Rohat. Hi, can I play you in 1600 lead chess? Right now I'm playing in a tournament it's a Swiss tournament with some of my friends in it. But yeah, after the tournament is over, then sure, we can play. Yeah, this game is about to be over. But yeah, what's your username on lead chess? We can play after this tournament is over. Okay, we do get queen to d5. Please take. There's 9 people watching this game because everybody in the tournament is watching. Queen h3, okay. Alright. Is there a sacrifice? No, right? Like check. Yeah, you don't have any pieces left, so yeah. Alright, I see your message. Let me find your account. Flash at... Alright, I found you. You're 16-12 in rapid. Okay. We should be fairly equal match then. Rook d2? Yeah, rook d1. This game is almost over. Oh, I guess there's this. He didn't find it though. He didn't find it. So yeah, now it's rook a d1 and there's nothing that black can do here. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers and we're about halfway through the goal. So, if you haven't subscribed and you can subscribe, I would appreciate that very much. Can you actually take here? Oh, you can because rook here, yeah, because rook d3, queen d3, and you covered a mate. Okay. The only problem here is that El Pasam is a little bit low on time, so he only has a minute and 13. But I think he can win this with the minute 13 against 5:24. Yeah, now you have to take with the queen. If you take with the rook, then there's back rank checkmate. But, oh yeah, oh, he goes for the trade. Yeah, you should never go for the trade if you're down material. And black resigns. Alright, that's the end of round number 1. Let's see how round number 2 goes. I also got 2 points for winning that last game. Nice. That last game actually took 25 minutes. Felt more like 15 minutes, because my game took a while. Or it didn't take a while. So yeah, there is no increment in any of these games. So if you're like under 10 seconds, then there's no way of coming back. Unless you're like really close to checkmate. So that's the trouble about this tournament. There's no increment. Alright, let's see who we're playing. We're playing El Pasum, the guy who just won his game. And we're playing the white pieces. Alright, let's see if we can get an Italian. We might be able... Oh, wait, never mind. I forgot that, yeah, I've played this guy quite a lot of times, 8 times, and he always plays the Scandinavian defense. Actually, also like 3 times on Trust.com, so like 11 times total. And yeah, he always goes for this Knight of 6 variation. I always go Knight C3. I have to remember to play D4 against him. Like, if you know what opening your opponent's gonna play, you can start playing different moves so that they don't play it, because the Scandinavian is kind of annoying. And then I go D4, he goes Knight C6, I go Bishop E3, and then I go Knight F3, and then he goes Bishop G4. This is like what happens in all of our games. Unless I'm black. If I'm black, then Caro Kann or King's Pawn or something like that. Why is he thinking? It's move 5. Is he going to play like a new variation, like Queen A5 or something? Or E6? Yeah, he does go for Knight C6. Okay. Let's go here. I don't know why he thought there for a minute. Maybe his internet was being weird. I don't know. Okay, Bishop F5. Do I have C4? C4 here? Yeah, that does not look great for me. I think... Oh, Bishop here is gonna blunder this pawn. Wait, does it though? Because I can take? Hold on. Bishop D3, Knight here, I take. He can't take this way because his queen is pinned. And if he takes like this, then I take there. And if he takes me, then I take, and then I control the... Oh wait, I dropped G2. Okay, that was funny. I calculated like 5 variations, and I was like, oh wait, I dropped G2. He's probably thinking about if he should pin the knight or go here. Or castle. I would probably castle. I don't feel like you should make a lot of moves with the bishop for no reason. Yeah, bishop here, I think just bishop e2, then take back. No reason to kick the bishop and then like lose a pawn somehow. And then like here, then this pawn is pretty weak. Okay, e6. I can still go bishop e2 even if he doesn't go bishop g4 because I do want to at some point castle. Or not some point, like in the next 2 moves. So yeah, let's go bishop e2. We're preparing for bishop g4. And if bishop g4 now, we can actually kick it away, because now we actually have the bishop here. And we don't have to double our pawns. Because before, if he went bishop g4 here and we went h3, take, 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 and now I have double isolated pawns and an isolated pawn. But now with bishop g4 and h3, then take, and we can take with the bishop and fine. So, that's the main difference here. Okay, he developed his bishop. So, is he waiting for me to castle so he can decide which side to castle? If he's gonna wait, I'm gonna wait too. I want him to commit his king first. Because whichever way he goes, I think I will go the opposite way. Well, going queenside is kind of risky though, because first of all, this pawn is hanging. And second, a lot of his pieces are like aiming towards the king side, or the queen side. So, I don't know if I should, because castling king side looks a lot simpler. On the other hand, if he castles this way, I think I'll definitely castle king side, because one, I can pawn storm move over here, and two, it just looks like he's not really targeting anything over here. So, I don't know, it just feels like the king side would be better for me. So we'll just go queen d2 and leave the option available, but I'm heavily leaning towards kingside castle. He goes knight b4. Okay, he does want to fork me. How do I exactly defend against that? c2. So this is a common thing that beginners do. They move the pawn because they think their opponent is threatening the pawn, but it's not actually the pawn that's being threatened, it's the square. Because if you move the pawn, they can still go knight c2, and you're still getting forked and you're still losing material. There's also knight a2, which is kind of insane. I've never seen a knight and queen coordinating on an a2 pawn like this. I think bishop d3 is the only way to defend, which is kind of unfortunate because then I get double isolated pawns. Or I guess bishop d1 works too. Yeah, let's go bishop d1. Because I really do not want double isolated pawns. But if he takes here, can I like trap his knight somehow? Somehow? In some world? Hey Nathan! Thanks for joining the stream. Glad to see that you're here. What is going on? Why is this knight a2 move like... I don't get it. We have 7 viewers. The highest ever so far. We get queen to c6. I'm heavily leaning towards c3 because now my bishop actually defends the square, so there's no knight c2. And I don't want this queen looking at the c2 pawn. So, and furthermore, there's no knight a2 anymore because the queen's not on d5. So, I think we're good. Oh, knight d3 check. I missed that. I did not see knight d3. Well, on the bright side, I can move my king up and then go bishop c2 and try to win this knight, maybe. But king here, there is queen c4 with the discovered check, which does not look great. I mean, king f1, there's also this, but then I can actually move the king. So I think I'll do that. Because if king e2, it would be great to go bishop c2, but I can also go bishop c2 right now, too. So, I think king g1 is... King f1 is better, because then I have the g1 option. Opponent's thinking. We are up on time a little bit, but it's only a minute, and this is a 15-minute game, so it doesn't actually mean anything. Queen a6. Okay, interesting. I was thinking c4, but I guess he was worried about b3. I don't know. We also do have bishop e2, now that the king's not stuck on e2, which actually pins the knight. So that looks great. That looks amazing, because now not only are we pinning the knight to try and win it, because if the knight moves then we take the bishop, but he can still take back. But in this case, the knight physically cannot move or else we get the queen, which is even better. So, yeah, bishop e2 is a good move. Because now, how is he going to actually move the queen and save the knight at the same time? Like, it's going to be stuck here for a long time. Unless he goes for, like, c5 and c4, and then he moves the queen. But even then, like, after c5, I can just take this. Right? Yeah, bishop takes. Well, that's a free bishop now. Because if knight takes back, then you lose the queen. So, that knight is going to be on d3 for a very, very long time. See the way it's getting out. Without blundering the queen, that is. Opponent's having a deep think here. We are now up 2 minutes. He goes queen b5. Oh yeah, I guess that's one way to try and get the knight out. But I don't think that's going to be happening because I can just go b3, right? And b3 also prepares my next move, which is going to be c4 to disconnect the knight guarding the queen. And then I can take the knight, bishop takes, queen takes, and we should be up a piece here and be winning. Nathan, please don't spam the chat. We do need other members to type stuff as well. So if you have an emoji to send, that's great, but please don't spam. Yeah, I don't know how you can actually guard this knight. I know I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but like, it's really amazing that I've never seen anything like this. You know, where the knight just ventures into my position and now it's just gone. We get bishop to e4. If I target the queen, they have to move the queen. There's no, oh, I can take the knight or something, right? Because the queen is being targeted. You have to address that. So after the queen moves, I can actually take the knight. If he takes, I think I'm fine with that. Queen f5. Oh, he's guarding the knight with queen f5. I didn't even realize what he was doing. Bishop e4, queen f5. That is smart. I did not even realize that. Wow, so now he can actually move the knight again? Wait, where is he gonna move the knight to, though? This is controlled. This is controlled. This is controlled. This is controlled. The only square is b4. But I can go a3. Like, first the knight was pinned so it couldn't move. And then he went here and I thought he was gonna like take the knight or something. But his idea was actually to go here so the knight could move. And then the knight still can't move because it's trapped now. So it went from a pin to a, is it gonna be a pin or not? To a, it's now a trapped. That's so ridiculous. That's crazy. And this is only the second game, so things should be better from here. Let's go check out how the tournament is doing. Are we actually Oh, no games have finished yet? Well, some games finished, but like nobody who has won a game has finished their game yet. But people who lost a game have finished. Okay. Interesting. Interesting statistics. My opponent is having a long think. Bishop takes f3. Wait, knight attacking the queen and then take the bishop? Am I crazy? Is that what? If I take this way, I'm guaranteed to win this. But like queen h3 is kind of scary. I'm probably overthinking this. I should probably just take it and move back. Because this knight is still not getting out. Right? Oh, is there c5? There might be c5. Hopefully there is no c5. If I take, yeah, the knight gets out. And if I don't take and I go here, take the pawn, I take the knight. Oh, but the queen is attacked. Oh my god, that's so lucky. I mean, skill, not luck. This game is crazy. This game is actually really insane. Five, okay. He's starting to attack me. There is bishop b7. But then his rook gets in, and I probably have no hopes of winning the knight anymore. So I'm just gonna go bishop e2 again. Attack this knight. And now hopefully we can win it. Like, this knight has been here for how long? The knight landed here on move 11. I was like, it's move 18 right now. Oh my god, there's knight f4. Of course I missed that. Okay. Alright. I'm going to take this knight. So... fortunate. Before I was saying I got really lucky. Now, not sure about that. I guess the only good thing is that he was trying to figure out how to get this knight out of here, and he lost a lot of time because of that. So I am up on time a little bit. Actually, not a little bit, like a lot. But, you know, does time really matter that much? I don't know. I feel like I probably could have won that night if I had done better. We'll check the game review if I actually remember. I just played bishop f3 to attack this pawn. He decided to defend it. Wow. I almost just blundered my queen. Okay. If I go here, he can't actually check me anywhere. Which is nice, because then I can bring my rook over and then basically do a hand castle. So let's do a hand castle. Because he can't check. Think you just got lucky? Yeah, I got lucky and then I got unlucky, let's say. I'm gonna be here for a while. Because my opponent is really thinking. So, I mean, he still has 3 minutes left, so spend it all. Because it's good to think before you move, so that you don't blunder. Bishop f6, okay. My pawn is still defended. So I'm gonna continue with the plan and bring my rook in. Let's go e1, so that when I tuck my king in, then I can bring this rook to d1 and have them both lined up. Because he hasn't castled yet either. And it doesn't look like he's castling this way, because of this open file. And this way he could potentially castle and just put his king in the corner, but that is quite a lot of moves. And okay, he's just committed to not castling that way either. I guess king f1 I can do anytime, but oh, my pawn's being targeted. I didn't even see that. Yeah, we have to bring this rook over. I mean, I was gonna do that anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, next move is gonna be king f1, king g1, king h3. The good thing about hand castling is that your rook doesn't land on f1, so you can just put it on e1 immediately. So that's probably the only good thing. Because it does take a lot of moves to do it. That's probably why castling was invented, right? Why am I blanking on how castling was invented? It was invented to, like, get the king here, because rooks were starting in the corner, so they were never coming into play, and kings were always in the middle, so they were getting attacked too much, so they wanted to fix both problems at the same time. So they decided to go, okay, king can get the safety by going 2 squares, and rook can get more active by coming towards the center. Or something like that. That's the rule they added for castling. Okay. Rook g8, alright, this is good. I mean, it's not good that he's trying to attack me, but it's good that he's played. Yeah, probably just king f1. Wow, arrows are terrible as always. King f1, king g1. Because I do have a bishop defending. And a king defending. And yeah, he only has 1 minute and 50 seconds on the clock now. So I don't know how he's gonna pull this off. If anyone except for Nathan wants to comment, then feel free to do so, because right now we have about 20 Nathan comments and 0 other ones. Anyways, queen g6 doesn't actually target anything because my bishop defends. Is there any way of him attacking my bishop and, like, booting it away? I don't think so, so we'll just go king g1. I could also put my king in the corner and then put my rook here. That might be kind of good. I'm not sure. I don't think we're gonna need to take a precaution like that. But we'll see. Queen h6, okay. Oh wait, was this pawn hanging? Oh my god, the pawn was hanging. How do we not see that? Okay, well, he's not really targeting anything. I think that was just to defend the pawn. So this d5 take. Oh, he can't actually take. Oh wow, d5 is actually cooking. d5 is actually crushing here because his king is still in the center. He physically cannot castle in both ways because he's moved his rook now. So, like, I should just be able to use all of the pieces I have and just steamroll my opponent here. And he only has 1 minute on the clock too, so I don't know how he's gonna pull this off. Okay, bishop g5. Not sure exactly what that does. I do want to take either on e6 or c6, but right now I can't because if I do, I lose my queen. So we're gonna have to move the queen. Where do we move? I think e2. if he takes, I take. And I just have way too many pieces defending. So, yeah, this is completely fine. And like I said, he has no attack going whatsoever because my bishop's defending, my my king's defending, my queen's defending. Like, I'm attacking at the same time I'm also defending. So, there's nothing for him to go after. Like, even if he somehow got even if he magically got 3 moves in a row, what is he gonna do? Like 1, 2, 3? Yeah, so what? Just go h3. Plan over. You have nothing. Right, so that's my point. He does decide to take, so we will take back. And even if he had like 5 minutes like I do, this is still completely winning because I'm opening up his king. It's getting very exposed. Yeah, he has to go king f8. Look at how pathetic this move is. Look at that. We will go ahead and... How do I proceed? I think just keep taking stuff. And... Let's keep trading. And... Oh, what? He didn't even take back? Okay, well, now I'm just up a rook. I don't know why he didn't take back. Maybe he didn't see the bishop. But... Yeah. Okay, now we can trade the queens. And now we are up a rook. And this game is basically over. If he defends, I think I'll sacrifice the... I'll just sack the rook. Because I'm up so much material now that it literally does not matter. He also has 6 seconds. But, yeah, we'll just finish out the game. Alright, I don't know what he's doing. He's attacking my pawns. Yes, let's just take back. And let's go here. Get everything defended. And push. He has 0... Wait, look at this. He has 0 minutes, 0 seconds, and 1 millisecond, and 1 sentence. That's crazy. Alright, with that, okay, he pre-moved. Oh, because he's pre-moving, he doesn't lose any time. But, okay. What if I just, like, give away my bishop? Is he gonna... He's just pre-moving everything. Alright, with that, we do, in fact, time him out and win game number 2. There's only 1 ongoing game? Wow, that game took a while. That game actually took a while. Let's see the ongoing game. Oh, is this gonna be a draw? Elon might win on time. King Kong is so low on time that Elon might win. Uh-oh, he blundered a pawn. I mean, this is still completely drawn. But it's 2 minutes to 36 seconds. Like, I don't know. Like, this position is completely drawn, but... Checkmated? Oh my god! He might get checkmated! Never mind. Never mind. This almost looked like a forced checkmate. Yeah, but there's Rigby too. Yeah, okay. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Dang, yeah, now you take the pawn and... what? Why would you not take the pawn? Why would you not take the pawn? Okay, I don't understand that, but... yeah. He almost got checkmated there. Elon. But looks like he's gonna be able to snatch a draw. Cause, oh, wait a minute. take. Here, there. Yeah, okay, it's a draw. It's a draw. This rook h4. Okay, you wanted to give a king check. Be fancy. Wait, can he still win on time? After like rook f7, king here? Okay, Ilana's under a minute now too. What is happening? What is happening? What is Ilan doing? He might win on time if he keeps checking. Oh, but now King Kong gets to check. Never mind. Oh no! 50 move rule? Oh my god, this is so intense. He has 11 seconds. Can he get the 50 move rule or is he gonna time out? He's gonna time out. Ilana's 20 seconds now. Oh my god, what's happening? Rook g5 skewer? No. Oh god, this is crazy. I've never seen a low increment game like this happen before. 1 second. 1.7 seconds. 0.6. 0.6. 0.6. 0.6. I thought it was gonna be the other way around. What? What is that? What in the world? Oh my god. That game was crazy. My heart is racing like crazy right now. I don't know why. What was that game? Oh my god. That was crazy. That was insane. Alright. We're playing black against Monish. Okay, let's go with the England Gambit. Let's see what he does. I'm tired of playing these positional games. Let's go with the theory. I've actually learned this opening before on Chess Reps. This video is not sponsored, but you should go check them out. It's a really great website with a lot of openings to learn. And yeah, so this is the theory. And I'm supposed to take on b2. Bishop c3 is the bad move. Knight c3 is the good move. Bishop c3 is what most people play because you like attack. And then you go bishop b4 and you're like completely winning. But unfortunately, I guess Monish knows what's going on here. So he goes knight c3. Now it's rook b1, queen a3, knight here, take. That's also a move. I think it's here. And then knight b5, I take. He takes with the knight. And then I develop my knight. Something like that. That's how that theory goes. I'm actually second place. Oh, right, because I won both games and only 3 people have done that. But King Kong has a higher tiebreak, so he's first. Guess Monish doesn't know the theory after this point, because he's thinking. e4? Okay. I hope my game is not the last one this time, because I would really like to get a break and not go into some crazy game where there's 20 seconds for somebody and 3 minutes for the other buddy, and the 3-minute person loses on time. So that was intense. I don't like knight b5, so I'm just gonna stop it. And wait, is my queen getting trapped? No, right? I have queen b6. I always have queen b6. Yeah, it's never getting trapped. I do have knight g7 and then castling, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Wait, does this not blunder a pawn? Oh, right. My bishop. Can I take and then take this pawn? Oh, but he can take with the bishop. This guy is annoying. Wait, but if he takes with the bishop, can't I take this pawn? This rook can move and target. I don't know. I don't want to risk anything against a 1740 and lose the game on the spot here. As you can see, I don't have a good record against Monish. It's 2.5 out of 7. So yeah, I'm not gonna risk some crazy line where there's 10 moves and you have to calculate everything, or else you get it wrong and you lose the game. So let's just develop, castle, play some chess. I would like to go d6 so I can develop this guy, but also to get this weird tension off the board. But oh, d6 takes, and wherever this knight moves, it's a discovered attack. Doesn't look great for me. I mean, I think there might be bishop c3 take, or bishop c3, rook c3, knight d4, knight e5, sorry. But it's just really complicated. I don't know if it's gonna work. It might work. It might work. But we're gonna have to check the game review. I know I said that last game too, but like, there was one game left and there was 20 seconds on the clock for one opponent, so like, it got a little heated there. Maybe instead of d6, we just avoid that direction completely and just go b6 and bishop here. But then my queen is feeling a little bit cramped. What about b5? b5 looks good. Because then I can also trade and go queen b6 if I need to. Right? Bishop e2. Okay. Alright. Most people move the knight. Like, before, like, castling, like, most people instead of bishop c4, or actually even here, like, instead of e4, they just move the knight somewhere, and we get this tension off the board pretty quickly, but Monish went e4, bishop c4, castle, and he did all of this without ever moving the knight. So, not sure exactly why, but what is he lining up here? I mean, I see that that's a battery, but, like, where's it going? Not exactly sure. Yeah, let's just get this tension off the board. I can't handle this anymore. I just want to retreat my queen. Maybe take here later. Alright, let's go back. Wait, is this free? Is it a trap or is it free? Why do I feel like it's a trap? Wait, it's not a trap. I can just go back and like... My queen is looking very doomed if I take. But I don't see how he can... Oh, is he gonna like play here and then there? This is terrifying. I really want to take and be up a pawn, but... Is there queen d2 and then like... Yeah, and then he's gonna like trap my queen. But can't I go back to a4 and take here? Okay, let's stop. I can't... I don't want to risk losing a queen over just a pawn. Because, I mean, a pawn's not even that important. Let's just move the queen back and be safe. Better safe than sorry, as the old saying goes. Oh, we get a4, targeting this pawn, which I don't actually know what to do, because he does have a lot of attackers, and I only have one defender. Or I guess two, but he has three attackers. I could push the pawn, and I'm defending it twice, so that should be fine, right? And later on, I could also push here to, create like a pawn train and not blunder anything. We have 6 people watching. If you are one of those people and you haven't subscribed yet, can you please subscribe? Because I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers, and I would really appreciate it if we could get there really fast. What is Moni's thinking about? I honestly don't know what he's thinking. Like, there's only one move for the bishop, right? Is there anything else? He can't go here or he loses it. He can't take or he loses it. Oh, is he thinking about sacrificing the bishop and then like going here? And then like knight d3? He takes my queen, I take his queen. He takes the queen, I take the... Oh my god, I can't actually take because this. Bro, this is killing me. Okay, let's defend this d7 pawn. Let's go here and defend. Like, I want to win this game because I've like never beat him and also I gain rating. But I don't know how, because like whenever I had something risky to like take the pawn, there was a risk that he could like trap my queen, and I don't want to go for the risk. So I don't know, maybe I should take a risk sometime. Because if I don't, then what am I doing? He does go bishop b2 now. I should probably go a5 so that I don't have to keep my queen here and defend this pawn. But my queen is like really awkwardly positioned, and like all of his pieces are kind of awkward. Like this queen and this bishop are kind of awkward, but like they're more free to move. Like this queen can move like basically anywhere, but mine can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. Blocked in, blocked in, blocked in. See, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like very free to move. Um, I don't know what this queen is actually targeting though, because my knights defend each other. All these pawns are defended. And yeah, maybe he's starting to go e6 and line up this bishop and this queen with that checkmate threat. That could actually work. That might be it. But before he does that, I should probably kick the queen out. So let's do that. Let's kick the queen. See where it goes. I mean, assuming if he wants to attack, then probably h5 is a good option for him. Because he wants to, attack me. So he wants to stay here. Okay, queen g3 also makes sense. Because now there is still e6 with the threat. So, how do I actually stop this? How do I stop? I could go g6. That weakens my dark squares, though. Well, I could go f6. But then he just takes, and that's screwed. Yeah, even though this weakens my dark squares, I don't really see another option, so I'm gonna have to go for it. But if I saw another option there, then I would not do that. Oh wait, I forgot to read the chat for a while. Thank you, Billy Bob, for subscribing. I really appreciate it. You may have just sold. Yeah, I might have. I don't know. I don't know. This guy is a lot stronger than me, even though our ratings are almost the same. If I get a draw, I'll be happy. I think a draw might be my goal. Yeah, sorry about not reading the chat for a while. I'll read it more often from now on. Queen h3, okay. Do I just push? Or king g7? Well, king g7, there's this. With the discovered check. What if I like go here and then he somehow gets en passant checkmate? Wouldn't that be funny? Like, of course I'm not gonna allow him, but like, this looks like kind of the perfect position for like en passant checkmate somehow. So I push, he takes, he gives a check, you know. Anyways, king h7 maybe? Defend this pawn? Because I don't want to weaken my... Oh wait, king h7, there's knight g5. So h5? Yeah, we're gonna have to go h5. I also just realized I dropped d7. He just blundered? Wait, how did he blunder? Sorry, I think like the stream delay is like 30 seconds or something. So every time you say something, it's actually 30 seconds before what I just did. So it might be too late already. Like for example, when I say this, his clock is at 7:36. What is that at right now? Okay, he goes c3. Wait, why did he not take on e7? That's strange. I mean, if he takes, I can probably just take back with the pawn, so I don't see anything wrong with that. My d7 pawn is hanging, though, so I should probably move it. Let's see, if here, then take, and I take. That should be fine. I don't think I just blundered. He had a very good line if he moved to h4. Now Rohan can run his king. I don't really see what you're saying. Or like, okay, maybe. Oh yeah, he could have gone to f6. Oh, queen h4 could have gone to f6. Maybe that's what. Well, yeah, this is still pretty bad though, because if I take, then he takes, and that's exposing my king a lot more than I want it to. So, do I have to go f6? I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world, because if he trades and opens up his bishop, I'm still defending. But, yeah, this is getting really uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable indeed. Yeah, thanks, Bread1742 for joining. Okay, decides to take on b4. Do I take back? What do I take back with? I think I take back with knight. I have no idea. Maybe that was the wrong option, because my knights were defending each other, but now they're not. I don't know. By the way, comment your guys' ratings, because I'm about 15, 1600 on chess.com and Lead Chess. But if you're higher rated than me, then I might be able to take advice from you and actually use it. And if you're lower rated, then I can still take advice. But I just want to know. Okay, bishop c1. Oh no, he's trying to go to h6. I see the play. King h7. There's no knight g5, it's take. I think king h7 is okay. $2,200. Oh dang. Oh wait, you're Dosey Chess? Yeah, I know you on chess.com. But Red 1742 and Billy Bob, what are your ratings? I would like to know. Okay, G4. Holy moly. Okay. This is pretty bad. Also, I realized that this pawn was hanging. I mean, I guess he had rook bishop here, so that's why I didn't do anything about it, but can I take it now? If he takes, I could just ignore it. That is an option, right? I could ignore it. Man, I don't know. Okay, well, if he takes, I could go here. Wait, what if I go rook g8? And after he takes, I check, and then I actually check him. And then afterwards, I can go like, well, I can't go rook g5, but I could go maybe king here. I don't know. I'm gonna go rook g8. I sent my rating and username already? When? I don't see when you sent it. Oh, I can't go king h6 because his bishop controls. Oh no. This might actually be bad. I mean, I know it's bad, but it might be worse than I thought. I could go g5. His queen gets in, and then here. Does he actually have any threats there? Because his bishop is blocked off. That might be good. I don't know. I'm gonna play g5. Okay. Am I getting checkmated? Oh no, queen f7! No, wait. Wasn't queen f7 checkmate? Oh wait. He definitely has a checkmate somewhere. He just has to find where. Um he could sacrifice. Oh wait, that's not even a sacrifice because I'm pinned. Oh lord. Good lord. If I go here, then this is checkmate. Maybe rook f8. Maybe I attack his queen. And after check, I go here. I feel like I just blundered. I forgot the pawn was pinned. No. Yeah, now it's just screwed. Now there's nothing. It's just gonna take and then there's no way of stopping mate, right? It's not actually a sacrifice. Mystical cat because I'm pinned. Okay, he just takes my pawn, and how am I supposed to defend Queen G7 and Queen H8? Well, Queen H8 is defended, but Queen G7. The only way to defend is like here, and then I lose my knight, and then I also lose my rook, and then yeah, this game is lost. Oh, before, yeah, okay. Yeah, there was a piece sack before. Okay, the King G6 is the only move. What is this? Where's the checkmate? How do I not see it? I mean, he could just like take my rook. That is an option. But wait, Billy Bob, where did you send the rating? I don't see it. Can you send it in like the chat? In the chat you're typing messages in? If you send it there, I see it, but you haven't sent it there, I'm assuming. Um, oh, this is checkmate. Yeah, Queen H5 checkmate. Alright, that was a tough game. Is the next round? Oh, next round starting already? Bro, come on, I couldn't even review the game. Alright, we'll do it at the end, I guess. Queen F6. You keep saying you sent your rating, but it's not in the chat. Like, what do you mean? $15.46. Okay, alright, we're playing at 13.48, so hopefully we get an easier game. Okay, Carl Khan. Alright, let's go with the exchange variation. My opponent is pre-moving for some reason. I mean, it is the opening, so you should move fast, but there's no need to pre-move. Anyways, I'm just developing pieces, playing a normal exchange Carl Khan. And knight e4? I'm gonna take and go knight e5, but I've never seen that before. Queen 5. Oh no. How did I lose a bishop already? Oh no. Let's attack the queen so that he doesn't have time to take my knight. And then try to come back from this, but that might be hard. I mean, we can go here, but after takes and takes, it is a 1300, so we might be able to come back, but I don't know. Oh wait, if g6, I can't even sacrifice because then I lose my queen. Holy moly. A fork on a4 or a5. I don't know how I missed that. Queen a6. He's preventing me from castling. I get it. Let's develop the bishop. E6, okay. He's trying to develop his own bishop. I kind of don't want him to. Oh, here, okay, I'm gonna go queen g5 and target the pawn so that if he does, then I can take the pawn. Because he's not letting me castle, so I don't want him to castle either. I could go b4, b5 and try to castle, I guess, but after b4, this pawn is kind of weak. So maybe bishop d2. Not really sure, but we'll see what my opponent does. Opponent is thinking, if I hadn't lost that bishop to a fork, I would be more confident. But yeah, we can't afford to lose this game. That would be bad for my sanity, but also my elo and my tournament performance. Where did we go? Oh, wait a minute. Do I have like a lolly mate? You know a mate where you have a rook on d1 and then you just like checkmate? I don't know what you call that, but like you have a rook on d1 and you checkmate like this and the bishop's here. I mean, if I continue this, he's gonna fork me. Oh, but it's not actually a fork because I can take and then he's pinned to the rook. Or the pawn is pinned to the rook. So it's not actually a fork. Aha. I mean, I don't think this actually works though, because yeah, the bishop can block or he can attack my queen. But let's go queen g3, target this pawn. If he castles, then the pawn is pinned to the king, so I can take this one. Hi Nathan, welcome back. The last game was hard. You can check the, you can rewind the live stream and see it if you want. But yeah, last game I got absolutely violated on the queen side. And it was not super fun. My opponent's thinking here. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not just blunder upon. Think it blunders upon. Because of the pin. Queen b6. Okay, it's attacking my pawn. I guess b4 is a good way to save it. I think next move will bring the bishop back and then castle. Or maybe castle first before he goes here and then stops me again. Maybe I should actually castle first. Because he can never take my bishop. So, yeah, that doesn't do anything. This is defended, and this pawn's also defended. So, let's castle. He still can't take my bishop. And then, I mean, I could take this pawn. But bishop f8, and I don't think I can save my bishop. So, we're just gonna not take that pawn. And he's not moving that pawn to g6 as like a trap so that I fall for it. But let's not fall for the trap. Bishop h4 is interesting. If I take, He takes my bishop. I take the pawn. He takes my pawn. I think all that trading is fine for me, actually. So, yeah, I'm down material. I shouldn't be trading, but it's fine. I can also go rook d1 and try to go for this checkmate. He does have a pretty easy way of stopping it, though. Let's just try. Maybe he'll take this pawn. I mean, probably not. I think he'll go bishop d7. He's 1348, and yeah, he's playing pretty well, so yeah, he does see it. And I guess we will take this pawn now. It is free. Yeah. E3! Wow! Lining up a checkmate threat, huh? Okay. Fair enough. I can't actually take that pawn. I am gonna have to go, like, f3 to stop the checkmate threat. And there's no queen f3 taking advantage of the pinned pawn. Because here, oh my god, I blundered e2. Twice in the same game. That is insane. I don't think I've any, like, even if I sacrifice my rook, he can promote with check, and then after it takes back, he can take. So, that's insane. Wow. I'll let him choose which rook he gets, but yeah, this is pretty much lost. The only chance I have is, like, if he for some reason moves his queen away. I mean, that's a check, so it's fine. But after that, he, like, moves his queen away, and then I take the bishop, and I somehow, like, even then, I don't have a lot of counterplay. So, I don't know. Yeah, he's just gonna castle. Give a check. And there's nothing I can do. Let's just move this king. Stop the check. Yeah, my rating's gonna go down quite a bit after this loss. It's gonna go down like 20 points or something. Hopefully my game isn't the last one again. Yeah, there's still 3 games going, but I'm not gonna resign, so. And my opponent's not gonna resign because he's winning, so. There's gotta be a world record for missing. I've blundered 3 times in the same game. Okay. Um, and the worst part is there's no, like, stalemate trap or anything because I have so many pawns. And yeah, now my rook is hanging, my queen is hanging, everything is hanging. I guess wait, this is just gonna be checkmate. After the rook comes down. That's literally checkmate. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. Sacrifice the queen. But this is gonna be made in like 2 moves. Yeah, this is just bishop here, and then queen g2 mate. I guess I can go, well, I can delay him by 1 move by giving up the pawn. And I can delay him by another move by not giving checkmate here, but yeah, now the game is over. Dang it! Dang it, dang it. Let's look at the game review. Where did I go wrong? What did I do wrong? Yeah, I probably should have just took. Because I lost the pawn there. Queen takes h6 was a blunder. Because of e3. What was I supposed to do? Okay, I don't know. What is this? I don't get this game review thing. Okay, let me just analyze it myself. In 94 was terrible, but because of queen a5. Then I think this was like an opening trap or something. Then I lost the bishop. I mean, I got some kind of counterplay here. It's just I should have just castled. Brought the rook into the game. And yeah. Okay, I was actually not losing by that much here. It was only -1. Wait, I wasn't even like losing here. Or I was, but like barely. Right? Yeah, that was a mistake because of e3. Yeah, and then after this, the game was kind of over. Yeah, after this, there was nothing left to do. Oh. Wait, all the other games ended already? Okay, apparently I didn't see that. But okay, we're gonna play a Carl Khan. If I lose this game, that would be yeah, that would be bad. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. Because if I lose against 1,000 or draw, I'm gonna lose quite a few points here. Because my opponent is 1,000, I don't think I know this opening. But yeah, the first 3 rounds took so long, and then the 4th round finished in like 10 minutes. What was that? D3 is not the move here. You're supposed to take and then go D4, but okay. If my opponent allows me, I think, yeah. Let's just force the queens off the board. If you take like this, I either lost your casting rights, or after you take, I win a pawn. So, you choose. Do you want to lose castling rights or lose a pawn? The maximum time a game can take is 30 minutes because there's 15 minutes for both players. So if it takes 20, 25 minutes, 25 minutes is considered a lot. 28, 29 is considered a lot. And 20 is like average, and 15 is like pretty short. All of the games need to end in 15 minutes. She attacked my knight. Let's move back. Alright, we are up a pawn, so trading is good. This is a pretty instructive game. Now, there's no reason to think there. You just have to take. Then we go knight d7. We develop the bishop, and we castle. I am a few moves behind here in development. Maybe like 2. But, should be completely fine. Especially because I'm up a pawn. Alright, b3. Bishop b2 is what my opponent's preparing, but if you take my knight, then I have another knight here to replace it, so I'm not worried about that. In fact, if I didn't have a knight, then I should be worried, because I don't want to lose my knight and get double pawns. But I do have a knight to replace, so let's not be worried about that. I also had bishop d4, I think, to attack the rook and prevent bishop b2. I don't know, it's been a long day. Yeah, let's go here. Maybe go bishop c3. I'm guessing rook b1. Rook b1, rook b1. Rook a2, okay. Interesting. Let's go here. Attack the rook. We'll see what my opponent does. I mean, I am up a pawn here, so I don't see a reason to be worrying. Rook e2. Alright. Let's bring this rook into the game. If he offers a bishop trade, I'll accept it. I can also go knight e5 and attack this bishop. Oh yeah, is this person still active? Are they still active? Oh, they joined yesterday. Interesting. I don't think they're active anymore. But yeah, bishop d2, okay. We will take. We will go knight e5. Trade the rooks. I mean, since my opponent is so low rated, no offense to my opponent, I'm only gonna get like 1.5 win. But I lost like 20 points in that last game, so my rating's gonna go down a lot. Which is fine. There are ups and downs. But, yeah, that's unfortunate. Wait, I said that's unfortunate, meaning my rating, but that's also unfortunate for my opponent, because they just blundered a bishop and a rook through a fork, actually. So, yeah, that's unfortunate for both of us, I guess. Now we are up a rook and a knight, and a pawn from before. So, yeah, now this game should be very easy to convert. But when we were up a pawn, things were not so clear, because you never know, I could have been the one to blunder a fork. And then all of a sudden I would be losing, so a pawn doesn't mean a lot unless you're like a grandmaster. Because then, like, grandmasters don't blunder as often, so being up a slight advantage will matter more. My plan is just to get the rook in, bulldoze all of these pawns, get the knight out of here, take this pawn, and maybe get the rook down here and take one of these pawns, and then just promote. And okay, the knight didn't want to move, so let's force it to move. Or I can take and win a pawn this way. That's also fine. But yeah, she does decide to take. We will take back and gobble up the pawns. Let's go rook b3, attack b4. I mean, most people would resign at this point, but low-rated people don't usually resign. So, we're gonna have to finish the game out, which is okay. It's okay to not resign. In fact, I would recommend that you don't resign so that your opponent might blunder at the lower levels. But yeah, does take a little bit longer. If I hadn't lost that last game, if I had drawn or maybe won, I probably would have got like second or third. 3.5 or 4 out of 5. But now I have 3 out of 5, so I'm probably not getting podium. As you can see, my pawn defends the knight, and this knight defends the rook. So the king is limited to this side of the board, which means I can keep pushing my pawn. And there's no chance of the king coming over to stop the pawn. Because my rook controls everything, knight defends the rook, and the pawn defends the knight. I don't know what my opponent's doing over here, but I'm just going to ignore it and get a queen, because this should be a clean victory from here on out. So now we just bring the queen in, get the rook involved, and there should be a mate in like 3 moves? 4 moves? Something like that. Alright. Let's get the rook in. Okay, I think there's mate in 2 now. Queen here. King moves somewhere on the h-file, and rook h2 with the checkmate. Alright, we do get the king to move. So it's not stalemate, because they do have a bunch of pawns. Can I get a pawn checkmate? That would be funny if I get a pawn checkmate. I guess it is possible, but I don't see a way. Is this stalemate? No, it's not stalemate, because the pawn can move. Yeah, I don't see a way to give a pawn checkmate here, because I would need a pawn on this square to like check like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the game off. Alright, yeah, we only get 1 point for winning, but with that, we do win the 5th game. So now we have 3 out of 5, which puts us as 4th place for now. But if El Paso wins, he'll probably overtake me and be at 4th place. Monish and Alara are battling out against each other. So let's see what's going on here. Oh wow, quadruple fork. Or triple fork. Queen, rook, and the bishop. Let's see what happened. Queen's gambit. Alright. A6 to prevent like knight b5 ideas. It's normal developing. Castle. Trade of bishops. More trades. Knight gets in. Oh, we lost a pawn there. But Elon also lost a pawn. And then, you know, I feel like I win against Elon more often than Monish, but Elon's rating is more than Monish, so I don't know if the ratings are just weird or what is going on, but I feel like I win against him more. Like a lot more. Yeah, 94 is a very good fork. Because Elon is already winning, but he's gonna win again now. Let's look at some other games. Oh, apparently there's only one more game. And, oh my god. El Pasam has... What in the world is this? 7 pawns? And the other guy has 3 pawns? How did this happen? Another Queen's Gambit. Alright, so far that's 1 pawn right there. That's a 2nd pawn. Whoops. I went ahead too much. That's a 3rd pawn. Because this one's pinned, so you can't take the queen. That's a 4th pawn. Bro's just scooping up all the pawns. Oh, there's no checkmate because the queen. So you attack the queen. Wasn't there like knight here? Oh, I guess they can just take. Never mind. Sacrifice of the rook. Bishop b5. I don't see how this game hasn't ended yet. I think there was here. Oh, right. Rook g2. Okay, you prevented rook g2. And knight e7 is a threat now. What happened in the other game? Wait, it ended? Oh, he resigned. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna get 4th place. If Alpasam wins, I don't know if he's gonna have more tiebreak than me, though. Because his opponent is not doing so well. He's only won 1 game so far. So I don't think he's gonna get a lot of points in the tiebreak. Because, as you can see, I have 5.5, which means the opponents I beat other opponents in a certain way so that I have 5.5. But, yeah, I don't know. Don't know how this works. There's like no draws, as you can see. Like this draw, it's because they were late. So if it's gray, it means they're late. And if it's yellow, then it means it's an actual draw. So of all of the games played today, there was 1 draw. These are both the same game. And that's it. And these are both lates. Also, what is wrong with this position? Stalemate? What are we doing here? Wait, what happened in this game? Like, after this point onwards, it was over. The game should have lasted about 10 more moves. Until move 28. But it actually lasted until move 78, and it ended in a stalemate. Oh, come on. What happened? Oh my god. Yeah, now the game is just over. White has no pieces. Okay, black just really wanted a bunch of knights. Is that what happened? Black really wanted knights. Okay. Black has 7 knights right now. And then, oh, let's just stalemate my opponent. Why would you do that? That's so crazy. Like, if you're trying to do something crazy like that, at least try and not stalemate your opponent. Right? Anyways, this game is still going. Don't ask what happened in my game. What? He lost a knight? Just take the queen. Why would you not take the queen? You just take and you win the knight. You lost the knight. Okay, well, you're still up like 5 pawns. So, I don't see how you can lose this, but it is taking a long time. We haven't had a comment in a long time. If there's still people watching, then someone comment, because I don't know what's going on. In the game and in the comments section. Type hi if you're here. When I said that, someone typed hi here. Okay, anyways. Just take the pawn. Yes. Yes. El Paso is 50 seconds though, but yeah, just trade the queens and you win. You have 18,000 pawns. Oh, Rook C7. Alright, game over. Game over. Alright, Nathan is definitely here. He's typed like 10 emojis in chat. I don't know about everybody else. If this game ends in a stalemate, I'm gonna be really mad. Mate, that was mate. Rook E4. Here. Pawn checkmate. If he goes to H5. Pawn checkmate. No. Okay, it's fine. Queen F4. Wait, the king can still move here. Oh, black resign. Okay. Alrighty. Tournament is over. We have 4 points. Or we have 3 out of 5 points. So, not the best tournament performance ever. And I apologize for that. But it is what it is. You can't get first in every single tournament. You also can't get second in every single tournament. You also can't get third in every single tournament. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know how it was. That's the end of the live stream today. It was pretty long. It was 2 hours long, actually. Just like last time. Actually, last time was like 2 hours, 30 minutes long. But, anyways, let me know if I should do more live streams. And, you know, do less videos and more live streams or something like that. Or if you like videos better or whatever. Please let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah.